I mean, now that you're conversing, you're in more of kind of a back and forth, to and fro with your marketing. Has that changed your strategy or your approach to the market? Has it had a kind of feedback in how you do your business, the whole of AMVER?
A little bit. I mean, there's been a lot of certainly, and you've written about it, and certainly you know about this. I mean, advertising. The old way of doing business, and I don't want to say that print advertising or radio spots or television or whatever are not useful. They're expensive, and I found that a lot of times I can get more mileage for my dollars, or not have to pay anything using this medium. But it's just that. That's what you said. It's a conversation. So I can talk with somebody at a U.S. Media outlet. I can we can have a rescue of somebody from China or somebody from Canada, and within about 10 minutes, using some of these online tools, I can find a media outlet in their home country, reach out to them, share a press release or some photos, and have built a relationship with the media. Or I can, I just recently attended a research vessel operators conference and connected with several of the ship managers through the online space. It was and am actively recruiting ships that way. So it's I mean it's interesting. It's exciting.
Has your online persona and your online effects had how have they impacted your kind of in life in person activities like going to events and that kind of thing?
I really try to. It's funny because we talked about conversing versus like just pushing information, and I try to to just. I mean, I'm Ben Strong, the AMVER guy. I do try to put the focus more on the program and less on me because it's not about me. It's about this incredible search and rescue program and promoting that and getting more ships involved. But maritime is more than just um, search and rescue, and so there are things that the Coast Guard does that I like to share with people. Um, and there are things that go on. Like recently at CMA, I sat in on a couple of the panels, and it's just kind of natural now. You sit with your iPhone and you tweet what's going on. So I do try. I know my limitations, but I try to share what I hear um, via these tools.
Okay, interesting. I was just gonna. I have a little list here of some things I wanted to get through. Oh yeah, I have a question about with AMVER. I mean, you work on marketing for AMVER, and I know you very well, so I get the impression that much of AMVER is about marketing. How much of AMVER is a marketing organization, and how much goes into the actual service and technological development and operations and that kind of thing?
That's a good question. AMVER is kind of like a three-legged stool. So we have our technical side, which is at the Coast Guard Computer Center, which happens to be in West Virginia, and they write all the code, and there's all the back door technical stuff that actually collates our ship messages that are received, and they're the entire technical side. And that's a team of about probably 20 to 30 people. And they actually work 24 hours a day because we receive upwards of 8,000 messages a day from ships. So, I mean, it's a very robust and busy system, and they just verify and check things. There's the marketing team, which is me and two other folks here in New York that recruit the ships, work to retain the ships using our awards program. So ships that participate X number of days are entitled to certificate of merit and some other awards like ships pennants and plates and flags and things like that. And then we have one person who's kind of the contract manager, just to ensure that the money goes to all the right places and people get paid. There may even be some folks who listen or read this and say, "I think Amber owes us some money," but for various services, I hope not. But we're a kind of a three prong, we're a trident approach to things. Um, Although it's usually me or my colleagues that you'll see um, out there, actively
Sure.
working to recruit folks.
Sure. Okay. I noticed there was an interesting parallel between how AMVER works technically that is all the ships in a way networked and to a certain degree communicating with one another in a distress scenario, and also the marketing effect where the more you have to network, the more effective it becomes. Have you seen have you seen that parallel, and how does it? You have any, I guess, observations on it?
Oops, where did I go? There,
There
I'm
you are.
back. All right. Um, yeah, there's, the we say in our literature and some of our marketing items that the success of Amber is dependent on certainly the number of ships that we have involved. Um, Probably the thing that's struck me as the most kind of powerful, or the big program. I'm sure everybody's seen the pictures of all the ships that were laid up off of Singapore, I believe.
Yeah.
So in the past year and a half or 2 years, when things have taken such a the economy has been so hard on shipping, there have been less ships out on the water. Our number of participants has continued to increase. So people really accept the challenge, if you want to call it that, to voluntarily agree, to go divert and help people, knowing that it's going to cost them. They may miss port call. It may cost them not money and communications costs, because we try to keep that as cost neutral, as free as possible. But there's certainly man hours and lost time if you don't get into port, and those are the types of things that can make or break a business. And the shipping community accepts that, embraces it, and very actively helps us out.
Okay. Well, that's great. Yeah, I mean that's a fantastic result considering the development and the market that you're still able to grow and flourish in such a way. That's good. Let's see, what else do I have? Yeah, I guess any kind of general feel for how shipping does shipping have a unique way to converse? Are shipping conversations special?
Yeah, it's over drinks at Posidonia usually,
Yeah,
isn't it? It's
there
at
we
the
go.
cocktail reception.
Yeah,
And for as much as a lot of folks will say those types of events, the big trade show has come and gone. Um, it's great to chat via Skype, and it's great to retweet your friends and share information from our colleagues in the maritime or the marketing sector. But there's nothing that can replace a handshake and a pat on the back, a thank you, and a Nostrovia or a cheers, as much as meeting people. And I
yeah.
think that the work gets done at big events, and those I think are still going to be very important parts of the shipping sector.